Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
Just woke up like an hour ago. Patting my hygiene and that. Literally just, I said I was gonna stream London session last stream, so here I am. Just end the session in profit, and then probably around 12 o'clock. What time is it now? 10 a.m. Right? Yeah. I'll step out. Yeah, man, just give me a second and pattern is something right now. Making sure everything's sorted. Alright, cool, let's go. Let's go. So, what's the first thing that I do? If you're zoomed in, zoom out and show your highs and lows. Now I like going on the 15 second because it gives me all the information that I need. You know, I don't really have to go back as far. In fact, this is 3 days worth of data that I see. That's all I need, really and truly. But then to understand the higher time frame narrative, I do need to go to the higher time frames. But when it comes to my trade, the position that I'm in, it's usually on the 50. It's a 15-second play. So Oh yeah, I remember this from yesterday. Oh, this is. All right. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah, that's what. It's MNQ. Oh, okay. It's the same shit. Either case. Alright, cool. Let's go to the 1 minute. I don't need to go that far, I'll be real. It's only nothing session. I'm gonna just zoom in for a bit. And see what's actually going on. I'm looking for higher prices. We've got 4 minutes left on this 50-minute candle. Yeah, I do want to see how this closes, I'll be real. I'll use that. So I'm prepared for high and low prices. Hey, good morning, bro. Hey, Saza, what's good, man? How you been? So 1 minute zone. Origin of the move. The zone at the top of the range. We're not using that. So you're expecting this to be taken out right here, and this is where I'm going to consider entering in a position. Anything, you know, above here, you know, in between these two zones here, don't really care about. Unless structure says otherwise, some shit develops that makes it in alignment with my own rules, then, you know, I adjust. But this is as for price right now. So the one-on-one mentorship, so the price is per month and you have access to me whenever you want. It's not like, cool, yeah, I do weekly calls and stuff, but you can always DM me, you can always ask me questions. Like, that's the whole point. So when you join Masters of Price, you have access to me, but not only me, but access to traders as well that trade profitable. So it's still a community that you're joining, but with an added one-on-one relationship with me, in which I can really, what's that word? Guide you, direct you. Any obstacles that you face, I can directly just give you a solution and just get past that way faster than I did. But yeah, I'm looking for higher prices. The earliest move that I can enter is above this high here for shorts. So one thing that you guys should know is when we break out of a high time frame range, right? When we break out of a high time frame range and we create a previous range, you see the low, the last low, right? Responsible for breaking above this high, right? If it's right at the breakout, usually that gets manipulated. So let's say you were in a position above here, you usually get stopped out if you're longing at the top of the range. Now if you're shorting, then I can't lie, yeah, it would have been a good opportunity, but I was just doing my whole top down stuff, so I didn't see that there. But you want to be careful around these zones here. So when you guys see me mark things in purple, those are areas that I avoid, and the areas that are in gold are the areas in which I engage in, where I look for confirmation. Yeah. also do have the 50. Hold on. But I don't, I like to trade specific, areas of the price. So. Did we get body closure? I could have joined the zone. Okay, cool. Now we didn't. Right there. We got a failure to close above this high right here, making this low vulnerable, which adds on to the higher time frame narrative of price being at the top of the range and having a zone at the top of the range. Oh yeah, cool. We even see it on the 1 minute too. I wasn't really paying attention to it there, but yeah, both time frames show it. Not only that, we've been mitigating this one candle multiple times, in which you can usually see a trade out of it and moving back into the range that broke out below this zone here. We have unmitigated portions below this swing here. Yeah, see that? You guys see S&D responsible right there. From this is just a hidden S&D. You don't want to use that. And did we get a closure? Let me make sure. I don't think we did, Hold on. Did not. So never mind then. Even this ain't valid. Oh, what? This is a bit advanced, but in the 15-second, how I analyze structure is using the bodies. But now you need to know when and when not to. And you don't need to know that just yet. But I'm just showing you guys, oh shit, look, we just took out that zone there in 1 minute. Let me see what's responsible for it. So we have this zone up here. So usually you'll get a move back into it here. Most likely from this area here to that marked out previously. And back into there. But we are at the top, so we could just You feel me? Sweep out all these lows that don't need to happen. Like I said, I'm willing to engage in longs at the origin down here. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we can follow price in 15 seconds. I don't mind doing that. The target. That's a zone that we can see a bounce from, but then only to be liquidated. We're looking for a move around it. Not to risk my capital on, but just to understand, okay, cool, where can price react from? Like how will price deliver back down to this if it wants to? Understanding all areas in which it can actually react from, so you're not blindsided. So that you're aware the environment that we're in. So we can delete that. Delete that. Delete that. So we just fell out of this range here, making it the previous range. This zone here is the S&D responsible for that break. Would I be using this? Nah. It's too close to the breakout. I'm not saying that it can't react from it, but I'm saying to put my money on that, I don't know. I'd much rather see a move from the origin. I'm waiting for that to show up. Because even if you were to come back into this S&D, there's no high. There's no high for me to take. yo, you guys need to I'll go through it with you guys very quickly about validating your highs and lows. So why is this low here valid? Because we had a body closure above the previous down candle, which is there. So a candle, the move, right, that closes above the previous up candle's high, right? I mean down candle's high, right? The low responsible for that becomes valid. Likewise, the move that closes below the previous down candles, the previous up candles low right here, that makes a valid high. Even here. And I'm not gonna confuse you guys, but I'll just use the wicks for now. The full candle, right? A body closure above the last down candle validates this low. So on and so forth. So when you're reading candlestick structure, you know, you're able to identify your highs and lows that way. So back test that and you'll understand how that is the correct way to read your highs and lows. Where is this, by the way? Middle of the range, huh? So yeah, you could be expecting a bounce here. We even took out some lows, but it's in the middle of the range, so I don't really care about it. In fact, hold on. Oh shit, it's at a 50. I'll just leave this there. Hold on. I just want to see how this plays out. But like I said, my move is in here. And I'm doing this to show you guys that just because you place a fib doesn't mean that price is gonna, you know, this measurement tool don't mean nothing. So rather than using the measurement tool, I'd much rather use, you know, areas of price. But it's cool though, like using the 50%, it allows you to know what to look for to the left. And if you're just learning these concepts, then yeah, it will prove useful to you, very useful. That's why I did at first. But then you'll understand that, okay, cool. If they just serve as a guide or a signpost to know what to look for, where to look for it, then you'll understand that, yeah, you don't really need it. Your eyes, your perspective, your vision becomes accustomed to actually seeing what price is doing to the left and using that type shit. So, okay, cool. We just had our first flip on the 52nd, so that's nice. I'll be real. So by the time that we enter in here, we could have a prime setup. Wow, I really could just do that. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Alright, cool. Yeah, I was charting on MNQ this whole time, but I'm gonna switch my execution time frames to NQ. Yeah, as simple as that. I didn't know you could do that. Well, I could, but to piece all that information together to come to that conclusion, yeah, I didn't consider that. I just took the law. I saw my confirmation, but we weren't in the zone, so. Oh, look at that.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
I love this beat. I'm looking for a failure. Woo! Is that a 1-to-1? Nearly. I'll just take my position at that previous candle's high. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So I was just in a position there on I'm on an eval right now. A quick 1-to-1. So look, this is what I saw. I told you guys I was waiting for a move here, right? A failure to close below. So I saw this on the 5-second. I saw the S&D responsible. I saw price break above it, right there. Now, yeah, the spread somehow I entered that. The price wasn't even there, you feel me? But it's cool. So as soon as I saw the body closure, I entered my stop behind there, and I just got my 1-to-1, and I was out. My target was the previous candle's high, right there. And as you can see, this is NQ, but obviously I was charting on MNQ. But it's the same shit, you know. I'm gonna show you. Yeah, there we go. So that was what, 7-2 to like 7-4, 2 points. Yo, $50? Oh, $30. I mean, that's cool. In the morning, in a matter of seconds. I think I'll just do that for now, so I don't have to keep updating it. And put this at always on top, right? How do I do that? Always on top. Yeah, this there. Okay, cool. So I should be able to move this about. Alright, cool. I'm looking for something like that. But when I do this, right? Oops. The move, I get involved right here. These two lows that you see is the failure to close below. That's what it usually is. And then I'd aim. That's my target. Is it? The previous candles. Yeah, previous candles. Alright. Quick little scout. So what am I waiting for? I already talked about it. Yeah, I guess there's really ain't shit to talk about. How you make this month? What do you mean by that, bro? How I make this month? As in how my month has been? If you're asking that, my month has been abundant. Ugh. Yo, Tadase? Ayo? What's good, my G? But I don't really like to put myself in a box, I'll be real, but I guess cool, whatever. I'm a DTFX trader before, whatever. But I really don't like saying I'm this type of trader, that type. I don't want to put myself in the box, I'll be real. But yeah, I learned from Dave. I learned the majority of the foundation of what I've learned is from Dave, I'll be real. That's why I refer to the original masterclass all the time, because yeah, literally it's the foundation of my knowledge. I want to see a failure. Break above the S&D. We got like 20, 30, 25 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. Let's see how it closes. Can I trade Dave idea on higher time frame? Like 15 minute? Yeah, man. You got to understand that price doesn't know time. Price does not know time. So the way price moves is the same across all time frames. You feel me? Right here, right, yeah. So depending on how this candle develops. Oh, close. this is just London session, so I'll get my 1-to-1 and just, yeah, get out. That's $65 in a day. Not even in a day. That's like what? Within one session? I was just, oh, look at that. So yeah, so I was in this position here. So those are like 2 trades. So I told you guys I was looking for a failure to close below here, right? And that's what we've seen on both occasions. So I'll show you what it looks like, yeah, over there. So when you pay attention to the wicks, you see a failure to close below the previous candle's low. Now when I saw that, I was looking for the S&P responsible for the break, which, hey, where was it again? Hold on, because, okay, cool. I need to figure this out. It was right, yeah, there we go. You see that low there? You see that down candle there. So I saw a body closure above that, executed, stopped behind there, and I just went for a 1-to-1. Not only was it a 1-to-1, but I know that this high, this high up here wasn't part of structure. Now it looks like it's part of structure at the 5-second, but on a high time frame, no. So I knew that this was a good exit as well. And as you can see, as soon as I closed my position, price just went. And that, my friend, is that's how to end your session in profit. I'm cool. I'm not gonna take any more trades, even if there's more opportunities for me, because why? Now in New York, these 1-to-1s that I usually get are 5-10 points. Now you can get 5 points in London session too. Yeah, you can. But I don't choose to do that. I'd much rather trade the actual move itself than rather than targeting a point amount. And I want you guys to focus on that too. Don't focus on risk to reward. Don't focus on targeting a certain amount of points. Focus on your move. What does your move look like? What is that move that you see every single day? That happens consistently over and over and over again. Pay attention to that first. And then your management style, the way you manage that move now, that comes second. You feel me? Because I know there are plenty of times that we can enter in a position, but due to our greed, we let that position that was in profit turn into a position that's now in drawdown, in a loss, which there's no reason for why that should be. And usually the case is that we have unrealistic expectations of the position that we're in. You guys literally saw me think out loud, okay, cool, you know what, I could go for 5 points, I could target this or that, but now this is London session. I know the volatility is not like that. So I'm gonna just take my 1-to-1 and cut. And look how I paid myself. Yeah? And I was rewarded with that because as price just immediately dumped after. But why? Because I had the experience though. I've had the experience of turning a winner into a loser plenty of times in which I'm like, nah, I'm not. I know this type of environment here, it's not worth it. Find your move. We won't have the same move, but I can teach you how to find that move that you see consistently every day, every session, and take advantage of that. That's what I can do. That's what I can do for you. And simplify the whole process. So this is the 1 minute origin. What I had marked out previously was the 15-minute origin. I did say it was a 1 minute zone prior, yeah. This is the 1 minute zone, it's 15 minutes. Because I went on a 15-minute and anyway, that's long. I'll just keep it there. So that's $65. Just using one contract. But as you can see, do you start to see where the strong long pushes are coming from? Oh, that wasn't really strong, I'll be real. Even though I did get involved with this, but we have another. It's happening. It's happening where? Where is it happening? At the bottom of the range. In a zone. I showed you guys earlier that, you know, these little zones that I was marking out here in the middle, I was using them to really just see how price would develop, how structure would develop to the delivery of this zone. I mean, to the delivery to this zone, if it wanted to, you know, go down below here. But I said that I wouldn't be using none of these here because it's in the middle of the range. The only two zones that I enter from are from the origin of the move, right here, and the S&D responsible. What? Oh shit, yeah, that's the previous range. And the S&D responsible here. Now, if price violates the S&D responsible, right, then the only zone that I will use is the origin of the move. Now, there are cases in which we could take out a structural low. I'll also get involved in those moves as well, even if there's no zone below it, but usually there is, you know. So yeah, if you want to long, if you want to buy, then make sure you know where you are in price, and that's at the bottom of the range. Usually that's the origin of the move, and or the S&D responsible. If you wanna short, if you wanna sell, if you wanna be involved in sell positions, then like in the beginning of the stream, I said, if I'm selling, it's gonna be above this high here. Now, before you even consider getting into either side of the position, you want to make sure that something is taken first. You want to make sure a structural low is taken first. That's why it's important for you to zoom out. Make sure a structural low is taken first, then you mitigate a zone below it, and then you will look for your confirmation on the second time frame or whatever time frame that you choose to execute on, and boom, 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 boom. You see me? Likewise, when I said I was looking for shorts above here, I'm waiting for this high to be taken first, and then I'd look for my failure to close above, and then you see me? So that's how I prepare for higher and lower prices. The first thing that I need to see is a structural low to be taken first. But depending on the environment now, I don't always use zones. In fact, you don't always need to use zones. There's a time and place when and when not to, but I recommend that if you guys are just starting out, use zones. You don't need to know, when not to use them yet. Just use zones. You're better off with it. Yeah. I don't know, I'm chilling right now. This is what I usually do. This is my daily routine, I'll be real. Like, I literally just woke up 2 hours ago. Pattern my hygiene. Just hopped on the chart. I didn't prepare for nothing. My preparation was within the charts. And that's the main point that I want to say is that trading is not 90% fucking psychology, bro. No, it's not. It's not. It is not 90% psychology. No. Fallacy. A belief that a bunch of traders just ran with without even verifying it first. Now, of course, I'm just speaking from my personal experience, but in my experience trading, my system, takes care of 80% of the work. Structure takes care of 50%, and that's automated in price. The rest of the 30% is just, refinements. That's all it is. But those refinements are still within my system. Now, if I just follow the rules of my system, I find out that, I can just end the day in profit. I can end the session in profit. But when I don't, so no matter what you think, what you think don't matter. Trade what you see. Trade what you see price doing. That's what you should be paying your attention to. What price is doing, what price has done, what price is doing, what price may do. The whole price may do part, that's a level of anticipation in which I teach in my group. Masters of Price. You just have to be 2-3 steps ahead so that you can make better informed decisions, because at the end of the day, you're placing your capital there. But one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is that they'll be making major projections, mad projections, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead, where they don't even know what the fuck price is gonna do next, the next step. So don't get caught up in all of that because it's really not necessary. But it only comes at a point when you've mastered understanding and utilizing the information that price is giving you now, that you can start to be like, okay, cool. This is what price could do next, and this is what price could do next. Okay, cool. I'm gonna prepare for that. I'm gonna prepare for that. You guys keep on hearing me say, yo, okay, cool. I'm preparing for higher prices. I'm preparing for lower prices. I know what I'm gonna do in each and every single environment that I'm gonna do, that I'm in. This is why I stress the importance of knowing the movement of price. It's the movement. It's the move that will make you the money. It's not your system. Because your system should, I say should, but you know, in plenty of cases it's not. But it should. Your system should be based on, it should be built on the movement of price. So you don't move forward in your decision making until price has done something, not what you think it's gonna do. Oh yeah, I did refine this to the 1 minute. Yeah, cool. This was the, what the fuck was this? Don't know. Now I'm giving you guys the basics. But if you want to learn my system, my perspective, and how to incorporate that into your trading plan, if you want to figure out how to end the day in profit every trading day, bumping your win rate up to 80%, then I suggest you just listen. I suggest you just listen to what I have to say and back test what I'm saying. Back test it, observe it. Yeah, and when I mean back test, I mean observe. I don't mean trying to manage a position using the concepts that I'm literally giving you guys, that I'm sharing with you guys. No, observe it first. Observe it many, many times, because you will learn way more if you were to just observe and see it, rather than trying to do two things at once, which is observe and manage a position using it. You will learn. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I'm just saying your learning, your understanding will increase at an accelerated rate way faster than if you were to manage a position at the same time, you know? But do whatever you want. Shit. I'm just telling you the most efficient route for you to take to see what I see, to get the results I get. Because I've been there. Your psychology is embedded within your system. You don't even, there's I went through two stages when when I was learning and building my system, right? The first was trust in my system, and the second was trust in myself to trade the system, right? When your system is built upon the foundation of the movement of price, there's a level of trust now, because you've seen it many times, that price is going to do what it's going to do. You've already observed high probability. You've already observed moves that are bro. Alright, cool. Mitchell, you've already observed price and the moves that are of high probability. That I had no question, but I went through a stage where it was a thing where shit, even though I know price is moving like this, I couldn't follow my own route. And that's only you as an individual can fix that. Because that's just a matter of self-control. Yeah? So you're going to enter that stage too, and I'm telling you here right now, once you've mastered the concepts, you need to master self. Because only self can make those concepts work for you. The concepts there, it's already working, it's already there on the chart. It's automatic, it's done, it's there. I'm telling you, 50-80% of your work, it's already done for you. 20%, that 20% that's left over all comes down to you clicking the button, hitting execute. But usually, I mean, it's about hitting the button, executing, then managing your position in a fashion that allows you to pay yourself each and every single time. But usually that's where a lot of people fumble. Due to their impatience, their greed, their fear of missing out, their impulsiveness. I know it because I've been there. And it took a lot of losing for me to realize that it's not worth it. To continue making the decisions that I've been making that ended up causing me to lose. And what were those decisions there? They were decisions, how can I call it? Just uncontrolled. It was just uncontrolled self. I couldn't control myself. There were decisions, what's that word? Let's say I was in a state where my emotions had more influence to my decision making than my own will, right? So that impulse that you feel when you're in a position and price is near your stop loss, that anxiety that you feel, because of that anxiety or because of that fear, it will cause you to act. It will cause you to act outside of the plan that you set, your own will. And usually that results in losses. And the fact is, you know better. You know better. But, you can skip all over that. Yo, G, I've only been doing this since the end of September 2023. So it's been nearly 8 months? 8 months or so? So I'm showing you how to skip past all the obstacles that man went through. by literally just giving you the solution and you just putting in the work. I'm giving you guys solutions. I'm not just here to just chat shit. I'm not here to do that. I got better shit to do. But there's no way I can reach this level, this level that I'm at right now and not share the information that I've got. Ain't no way. I've already got a student that's already on a 70% win rate in Masters of Paris. The assignment that I showed you guys in the past stream about taking 150 trades, recording it, not taking it, recording 150 trades with a set criteria that I gave them. It gave him an insight that improved his way of seeing price, and now he's applying it into his trading plan, and he's seen an improvement from it. Like, I'm giving you guys information, and the information I'm giving out here on YouTube is just basic shit. Yeah, like I'm looking for this low to be taken out, looking for a failure to close. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I said I was done. Look at me trying to find another trade. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done still. Yeah. You need to be self-aware as well, yo.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
You need to be self-aware, because what I've realized with myself is the longer I spend on the chart, now this is me personally, I'm not sure what it is for other traders, but the longer I stay on the chart, or let me say this, the more and more I make these decisions, my mental fatigue increases, which can result in poor decision making. When I realized this, I had to put something in place to basically, I had to put limitations on myself. Like, I know I can take every single trade that I can. I know that the market and my system provides me with an abundance of opportunity. But I'm not at that level yet in which I can take like 10 trades in a row. And each of those trades are, they were good decisions. No, I'll slip up here and there. There are times where I won't see the bigger picture here and there. And I know that's not my system. That's just me. So, especially during London session when the volatility isn't all of that, I make it a thing to just take like 2-3 trades and go. You feel me? There's no need to overdo it. And as a trader, you need to find where you stumble upon and immediately mitigate that problem. Literally, like, don't let that continue. Create a plan around it. Each day, each trader is different, but you have to take full accountability for your actions. You see that this action that you take is causing this result, you need to go back and change that input, Magic, for a different output. Because being profitable every session, every day, requires you to master self. It requires you to master self, and that's the hardest shit in the world. I can't lie. I'll be real. It's the hardest thing. It's the hardest endeavor that you can pursue in the world. Mastering self, but it requires that. And you start, the benefits of it though is that it doesn't just apply to trading, it applies to all areas of your life too. All areas. Not only the relationship that you have within yourself, with yourself, but the relationships of people outside of you. How you interact with people, the conversations that you even engage in, the environment that you even participate in. I'm still waiting for that load to be taken, but like I said, I'm not. Look, I'm impulsive. I can't lie. Like you guys hear me call myself out all the time to show you that, yo, man ain't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. But I know nobody ain't perfect, but to settle for a 50% win rate, and that's a high standard for some. I'm pretty sure you guys must have seen that table. I seen it. I don't know where it came from, but it was a table, right? That had like the risk to rewards, like 1-to-1s, 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s, 1-to-4s. And then what would be at the side? What would be at the side? Oh yeah, it would have like the percentage that you need to be profitable, some type shit, right? And I didn't see anything above 60%. It literally just went from 30% to 60%. And I'm thinking, huh? So you're telling me like you're trading and you're okay with that success rate? Keep in mind, this was a post on Twitter that had mad likes, mad retweets. I'm talking, it had like over 500 likes. The replies, I looked at the replies and everyone was agreeing to this shit. I'm like, I don't know about you, man, but clearly I can't be associated with you, man. I'll be real. I'll be real. Nah. Because whatever trading style that you got going on, fuck that. What that mentality there. And this was at the start. This was at the very start of me trading. It's not like I was like, no, if I'm gonna put my money in this shit, best believe I want to make it a lifestyle. I want to make it an everyday thing to where I can just hop on a chart and just do the same thing over and over again. But with a high win rate. For me, I personally didn't settle for anything less than 70%. As soon as I got 70%, I slapped my money in the live market. Them withdrawals, baby. My first withdrawal, my first ever, anyway, listen. I'm gonna end the stream here because I've got some place to go around at 12 o'clock, so I gotta get ready for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys see what's possible. You don't need to do too much. As you guys can clearly see, it's about patience. Like, I'm here chatting shit, really and truly. I'm just waiting for Price to just do something. I'm really just waiting for Price to take out this low, because why? That's part of my rules. And if Price hasn't met my conditions yet, then I'm just sitting. I'm just being patient. So if you've been following me on my streams, the way I trade, you'll notice that, I basically took all the videos on my channel away because it was disorganized. But now I'm doing it in organized fashion. Don't get it twisted now. Everything that I'm doing now is in an organized fashion. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. You guys see how my first stream that's on the channel, which is 5 days ago, it says lower time frame structure to higher time frame narrative. That's my first rule. Lower time frame structure to higher time frame narrative. That's the first component of my system. And that's what I wanted to make sure that you guys understand, because if you guys can't even understand that, then how else are you supposed to see what I see on your chart? On my chart, on your chart. The whole process that I went through in the beginning of the stream, that's lower time frame structure to higher time frame narrative, right? Multi-time frame analysis. I'm gonna leave you guys with this now. The second component is to take a structural high or low first. For anything, I need to see a structural high or low taken first. How do I identify that? I literally just zoom out. This is a structural low. This is a structural low. That's a that's a structural low. That's a structural low. I'll mark it out, but this is not something I'm using though. This is a structural low. That's a structural low. Now, don't go marking out every structural low. There's some that you use, there's some that you don't. But yeah. If you guys want to know more, if you guys want to bump your win rate to 80% and every trading day in profit and every trading session in profit, then I suggest that you join Masters of Price, my group. The link is in the description. We'll bump your win rate up. But the most important virtue that I look out for, that you need, is initiative and application. Hey yo, I'm out. Thanks for everyone that was on the stream. I hope you guys learned something. I'll be back. Maybe New York. Maybe. If I'm not back New York, then tomorrow I'll probably do like another London session. Maybe a pre-market here and there. Fuck knows, but whenever I'm on the chart, is literally whenever I'm trading. It's either after my trading session or during my trading session. So best believe I will be streaming tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.